In a world where supercars are becoming so powerful that you can barely unleash them on a public road, and fast yet heavy electric cars are slowly becoming the norm, sometimes all us car fans want is to jump in something built purely for driving thrills and take it to our favourite section of B-Road. That car is the hot hatchback, and for the past 45 years it's been an affordable way to get behind the wheel of a proper performance car. And 2020 has been a superb year for the hot hatch, seeing the introduction of a limited run version of a front-wheel drive hero and a once-in-a-decade rally special. So here they are, the best hot hatches of 2020. But before I get into the list, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome car videos. Nobody's driven a production version of the Hyundai i20N just yet, but given that it was announced in 2020 and could be a real threat to the Ford Fiesta ST now that the Renault Clio RS is no longer a thing, it makes our top 5 list. And by studying the numbers, it's clear to see Hyundai has the Fiesta ST in its sights. The i20N's 1.6-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine churns out 201 brake horsepower, some 4 bhp more than the standard ST. And while its 275 Nm of torque figure is down on the Fords, the i20N is 92 kg lighter than the 5-door Fiesta ST at 1,190 kg. Remarkably, the i20N is actually 0.2 seconds slower to 62 than the Fiesta at 6.7 seconds, but it should feel pretty much identical in reality and possibly a bit more fun in the corners thanks to its lighter curb weight. Let's not forget that Hyundai's N division is headed up by former BMW M boss Albert Biermann, resulting in the superb i30N. With prices set to start at 20 grand, the i20N could give the Fiesta ST a real headache. Let's face it, crossovers are here to stay whether we like it or not. But think of it like this. They're essentially hatchbacks with a taller ride height and a bit more bodywork. Take the Ford Puma for instance, which is essentially a full Fiesta on stilts. And given the Fiesta ST is arguably the benchmark hot hatch of this generation, Ford decided to bring some of the magic to the bigger hatchback for 2020. The Puma ST is a hot hatch of the modern era. It comes with the same 1.5-litre turbocharged 3-cylinder petrol engine as the Fiesta ST and churns out an identical power output of 197 bhp, though torque gets a slight bump from 290 Nm to 320 to handle all that extra weight. The added torque allows the Puma ST to jump from 0 to 62 mph in 6.7 seconds, some 0.2 seconds slower than the Fiesta ST. For the most part, the Puma ST replicates the hot hatch formula well. It's great in the corners and the engine is far punchier than the figures suggest. It isn't perfect, as the ride can be a tad firm, but if the crossover is the future, then the Puma ST proves they're capable of being just as fun as their super mini siblings. The Honda Civic Type R is quite possibly the closest thing you'll find to a road-going BTCC car. It's got big wings that actually work, wider wheel arches, and a bonnet scoop, but there's still enough room inside for a family of 5. Of course, the Mk8 generation Civic Type R has been with us for some time now, but Honda updated the car for 2020 and released a new limited edition model called the Limited Edition. Differences to the regular facelifted Mk8 include a weight saving of 47 kilos courtesy of lighter wheels and the removal of the infotainment system, not that it was any good anyway, plus a reworked suspension setup and the bespoke sunlight yellow paint scheme. It'll come as no surprise that it's brilliant, taking everything that makes the standard Mk8 a great driver's car, such as superb body control and traction, and turning it all the way up to 11. That all comes at a cost though. The limited edition comes in at £39,995, nearly £10,000 more than the regular car. Not that you can buy one new anyway, because all 20 examples coming to the UK have been sold. Hot on the heels of the new Volkswagen Golf is the all-new GTI, the 8th iteration of the hot hatchback that started it all. And it'll come as little surprise that it fulfills the GTI brief perfectly. It's pretty quick, comfortable, and is loaded with all the tech you could want. But let's cut to the chase. The new GTI gets an updated version of the old car's 4-cylinder turbo engine, albeit with a slight increase from 227 brake horsepower to 242, while torque comes in at 370 Newton meters. Naturally, power is sent to the front wheels either through a DCT gearbox or a 6-speed manual. On a section of B road, the new GTI is superb, dampening out all the harsh bumps in the road while offering plenty of grip to give you the confidence to crack on in the corners. Sure, its portliness means it's not nearly as fun to drive as most cars on our list, but if you're after a performance car that isn't as shouty as the Type R and can function as an everyday commuter or family car, then the GTI reigns supreme. All the cars on our list are spectacular hot hatches, but one stands above the rest. It could only be the Toyota GR Yaris, a car designed from the ground up to give the Japanese car giant an advantage in the World Rally Championship. The GR Yaris gets a new 1.6-litre 3-cylinder turbo engine, producing an impressive 257 brake horsepower and 360 Nm of torque. In true rally fashion, it's sent to all 4 wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox, and if you're as geeky as we are, you can change the torque distribution between the front and rear wheels on the fly. It's one of the most enjoyable hot hatches we've driven in years, feeling perfectly suited to British roads and always up for a good hoon. True, it's expensive at £30,000, but the GR Yaris really is a once-in-a-decade car that we'll remember for years to come. For more hot hatchback news and reviews, just head over to yesauto.com.